Alright folks, Pachingas88, we are back playing Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time. We're on Big Wave Beach, heading on to day 4. So much easier than day 3, man. If you got through day 3, kudos, man. That was rough. Anyone really should be able to get through day 3. The main struggle that you're going to have is to be able to get through it without using your lawnmowers. Luckily, it doesn't matter when you're actually just trying to beat the game whether or not you get through with the lawnmowers or not. So I'm showing you that it can be done. However, you definitely do not need to do that. Anyways, the way that we're going to be setting up this area is really with using the Snapdragons and the Infinite and the Magnet Shroom. Basically the same strategy I had in the first day, the second day, and another, basically the strategy that I would have had on day 3, but they force you to use Chompers, unfortunately. Now at this point right here, one thing you can do is you can actually remove all of the lily pads. The reason that I didn't remove the lily pads at this point was because I kind of wanted to slow everyone down. And the more that you actually slow them down, the more time that you have, of course, to plant all of your plants. So you'll notice right here that I'm, the middle guy is going to be easily taken care of. The top row, easily, boom. It's going to slow everyone down. And we basically have one Snapdragon basically doing a lot of damage to our guys. So the bottom row is definitely going to be using a chili bean once we get it up. Definitely don't use potato mines in this world. It takes too long for you to actually be able to do anything with it. So I highly recommend that you do not use a potato mine. Use a chili bean. If you have a squash, use a squash. Basically, use whatever you can. Again, I'm not actually buying any plants in this run, so if you are actually want to use a squash, go right ahead. You have to pay money for it. I would just use the chili bean. It basically does the same job. You'll notice right here again that the buckethead guy is there. Could easily have planted a magnet shroom up there in the top. But because our Infinite was basically struggling, I decided to basically just blow him up right there. Plus, you'll notice we're going to have 0 problems with sun in this level. If you kind of do that strategy in the very beginning, you'll notice that you'll have enough sun for everything. Now, low tide is going to be a little difficult just because it throws up the mermaids. But you could definitely use the cherry bomb just to take the ones out if you don't need to. But again, at this point, after wave 1, we are done. There's really nothing that we can do, need to do. We are golden. It's just a matter of just speeding this up, making sure that we get all the way through this. So at this point, I can ask you guys, hey, how are you guys enjoying this? This is got to be fun for you guys. I know it's difficult. It was difficult for me. I just decided to do that just for fun. I mean, there was actually no reason to do that aside from just, again, I have almost 1,200 sun with nothing in which to do it. At this point, instead of the chili bean, you could have easily done something else, but I know that this strategy works really, really well. And you could very easily just pull out a lily pad and blow up a whole section just to speed this up a little bit. You'll notice that again, you have a whole bunch of zombies in this wave, a lot of bucket heads. Use a lot of bucket heads. You can either use your plant food on the magnet shroom, or you could do it on the Snapdragons. I chose it for that because you also get an achievement for destroying a zombie with only a magnet shroom. Now that being said, in order to do that, you have to have enough buckets and they have to be able to take out a whole zombie. So I waited again there till there was plenty of areas in which to do it. We're coming up on the final wave. Again, you'll notice we don't have any real issues. Our infinite nuts are not even being touched, which is fantastic. Get to right here. We don't even need to use the magnet shrooms or power them up. They're doing their own job of basically taking those guys out. And honestly, once those guys don't have buckets on their head, they're the same as the regular zombies. So they get taken out in a flash. So I'm really waiting for my plant food for this very final wave, because the very final wave, you'll notice there are a lot of bucket heads. There's quite a few. So you can definitely use the cherry bomb to get rid of a lot of them, but you can also do this to basically get rid of most of the zombies in that row, as well as make it that even in that top row, as they're coming up, those snapdragons are just absolutely destroying them. I mean, they are making such quick work. Even those cone heads aren't going to stick around for very long. They're going to get taken out really quickly. But anyways, guys, this is actually the end of day 4. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next part. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.